to be sacrifices. That there has to be sacrifices that is going to, So today we are going to talk about ourselves. Okay. So the question I'm here asking myself, because it seems that whenever we are teaching, we have ourselves sorted out, is a very big lie. The same thing that is going through your mind is what was going through my mind as well. So it's going to be real. There's no hiding, there's no lying, there's no manipulation. You're going to gist. So I will be needing, tools to develop proposals, manage teams, manage operations, marketing campaigns, develop training materials, and Lego documents. Why are these things specifically important? Because as a business developer, I need to come up with ideas. There is currently one I want to kind of bounce off the likes of any bank, right? I don't know whether they are going to accept it. But you see, it's one of those things that you have to do to survive, right? Now, already in that whole process, I can tell you how AI has even helped me in that same process. So I am here thinking, do I stand a chance of not getting what I want? Will AI replace me? Because these are questions people are asking themselves. So I know we have moved through various civilizations. We have slave trade, back in the days from slave trade, you have people working in factories, industrial revolution, there was labor law, and we moved to a place where we now have organized labor. You work from 9 to 5 and all that, all the leave, we develop HR, human resources, manage all those things. After some time, we started having the private sector, moving away from the government because the origin of this thing was government control everything. But at the end of the day, the likes of um, Rockefeller, then Carnegie, Commodore, JP Morgans started developing the private sector. And this idea of private sector is what led to what we know today as capitalism. Some of you might not know the history. And there was a Cold War, very serious Cold War, about whether capitalism will win or communism will win. Because the whole Russia Federation and everything. So communism is similar to socialism, but they are not the same thing. It's all about equal share of everybody. Capitalism is about, you working hard based on, if you're able to influence the development, solving problem, and getting rewarded, individually for the problem you solve. It's more like private sector driven. So everybody, people that got jobs started rethinking about it because when you got job, the funny thing is that when you don't get white collar, what we call white collar job, you are now either in the two. Yeah, either in the government or you're now in the private sector. So government and private sector equally kind of engaged us. Now you understand where I'm getting at, because at the end of the day, what we are hearing now is that the reason why the private and the government sector employed us is being threatened, because there are things that are coming up that could actually potentially kind of replace us. It's not a pleasant news, but that's actually the fact. So as it's coming out, the problem is, how do you want to receive it? What is your response to it? And that's why I have in this. So using myself as an example, how do I respond to this? So let me go on. I got some from other people. Victory Machi said, I'm a product designer. My goal is to design products that solve users' problems and meet their needs while being intuitive, usable, aesthetically pleasing, nice, and also achieving high conversion rates, which is good for business. Now, everything here is product design. So you could see somebody came to this particular training with specific thing in mind. The truth is that if I don't get this thing, I'll just be having fun. I might not be addressing people's need. Okay, so let's just continue. I have someone that said I'm a product manager. So I'm asking myself what's the difference between product designer and product manager, right? You see, This question I ask now is part of the reason why in AI. You see the simple question. My head might not be able to complete speak to be able to check the difference. I'm immediately telling you the immediate application. Simple question like this. I will just rush to ChatGPT and say, what's the difference between product designer and project manager? I might not understand it. Okay. It might not give me the right answer, but it's going to give me something. And somehow it helps me grow because I didn't have my dictionary around. And I don't have, maybe I don't have my internet or sorry, Google. I don't want to, because if I type the same thing in Google, it's going to bring out a lot of pages. How many of them do I want to read? Okay, let's continue. My goal is to create a working system for my team. Now, a little shift from the first person. This person is team oriented, team focused, team centric. Okay. Now, in addition to managing team, wants to help with product strategy, prototyping, and other relevant tools. I think this is channeled towards product lifecycle. Okay, starting from you know getting the team that is going to work on it, getting the strategy to make sure it goes from conceptualization and to possible commercialization. Now, this is from Nora Bison. Okay, Chuku Emmanuel Kalu said, I am a branch slash product designer. Okay, product designer is back. So my goal is to design experiences and identities that are both visually compelling and deeply functional. Then let me go back to the first person. Okay, this person is focused on solving problem, meeting their needs, and this is more of UX user experience. This is more of visually appealing. This is more of user interface, AI UX. So creating lasting connection between users and visual. Okay, there's some experience here. Okay, let's go to the next person. I'm a product manager. Product manager is back again. So what is this telling me? Data analysis saying I have gone through 3, 4, and products. Okay. Now, maybe I might have to begin to consider the term product seriously. Okay. So now, do you want to bother yourself about trying to figure out this thing? It's not needed. That's why we are in this class. There are certain things that are not needed. Just don't try it. No more. I'm not saying it's not, it was okay. You can go to the library in the 1960s and come on. You have all these functionalities now. Why do you want to do that? That's the question. So I'm telling you, even as a teacher, I can see the way I'm thinking. My thinking has changed. I can't think the way I used to think before. So even as I'm going through these slides, you need to become AI-centric in everything that you do right now. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no boboing you now. This is like everything that you need to begin to think that way. Okay. So I'll be needing product analysis. You see now, the first person, I'm not sure the product analysis came out very well, but you see, it was more like the user experience kind of thing. The second person I talked about product, this thing, what's it called? Product management also. Where is it? This is it. Product management. My goal is to create working team. This person focused on team. Okay, let me see. Do we have team here? I'll be needing product analysis, dashboard intelligence, data querying, presentation creation, prioritization, and all. So this person is focused on the product itself. How does this solve real problem? Okay. Like I said, you could see different views. Nobody is right, nobody is wrong. Okay. Now, there are some people that draw short stuff. That is fine. Uvani. Sorry, that was from EHE. They have good day, everyone. I'm software developer. If you can think, I can create. Nice. So that's how Ubani plays it. It's very instructive, very short, but very deep. If you can think, I can create, meaning that whatever product you give to me, I can actually create it. So, but you need to ask yourself, thinking and creating. Hold on, please. Can I pause the recording? One of my screen is gone off. Please let me pause the record. Okay. So, Sunny said, I'm a graphic designer and a UI/UX designer. Well, that's fine. That's what you just told us. Patience, I'm a Web3 a content writer and a DeFi researcher. Glad to be here. All right. So, Kelvin, I'm a photographer and a videographer. That's nice. So someone is bringing a different angle to it, so which means I have to take, I don't know, he's representing his constituency very well. And this is the reason why I'm asking this question. Do you know why? A wise person will not claim to do everything in 3 months. It's not possible. So there's what they call intelligence. Intelligence is gathered from data. Okay, when you gather intelligence, you be better prepared to address people's concern and expectation. And you are going to see how AI is going to equally help us to do that. So, I'm Joseph from CRA. I am graphic designer and currently learning web development. Here to sharpen my skill in AI skills and work smarter. Okay, just very similar, but not exactly the same thing. So, um, hmm, we have some people that actually submitted PhD research, but it's fine. We are not running away. The reason why I accepted everything is because AI has got my back. It's not everything I have to do myself. Okay. But it's fine. All right. So I'm an accountant who wants to provide, who wants to be providing bookkeeping, accounting, taxation. Yeah, this is a very good case study, right? We are going to treat this one especially. And my goal is to streamline financial operations, okay, ensuring accurate records. So this is professional. This is bringing a corporate angle to what we are doing, okay? This person knows exactly what she wants. Yeah, is financial bookkeeping, accounting, budgeting, taxation. So everything, business performance analysis, client invoice, and so now, Lawrence needs to take this seriously. You know, the person wants to grow my service business, okay, and deliver greater value. I'll be needing. This is the meat of the matter. Proposal development. I think this person is kind of inclining towards my side, so we are together on this. We are going to be developing proposal. Meanwhile, as I speak to you now, I have like 5 of them. Like I said, I want to make money. I don't know of it. I don't know what people are here for. Some of you might be here for passion or something. Lawrence, my name. I want to make money. The kind of money. I don't care whether AI is coming or not. But somehow, I have to kind of work. So, um, I have done a development of a proposal for a deep sea port project this year. I've done that of ERP for gas, big things. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to get any of it. Right now. I'm trying to follow up on Zenny Bank for a huge project. So you're not alone. I'm just telling you, I do this. That's your number one. You're going to see, somehow. See, the way I'm going to streamline this thing to kind of the project you're going to be following up has to align videographer and everything so that we don't come here and waste our time. We don't really have time to waste. I used to joke with my friend that this is the only country where they will say, allow him to finish his 4 years. I'm talking about politicians. You guys know what 4 years is. And you say, allow him to finish his 4 years. And allowing him, what does he actually mean? Okay, we can. Man, somebody that is 1 year old will be 4. And then when you hear something like allow him to finish his 8 years, someone that is 1 year will be 8. Someone that was 8 will be 16. So please, that's Nigeria. Let's come back here. There's no time for you to allow anybody to make anything. No. If you are allowing politician, please don't allow yourself. So you have to caution yourself. If you are spending 1 month on something, let it be worth it. You understand? If you don't want to continue with this, please You have a right, you're a free citizen of Nigeria, to go and focus on something else that you feel that's going to, at the end of the day, all of us are looking for the same thing, emancipation. Okay. So I like this number one, efficient clients and communication and relationship. Nice. I do this as well, right? I do this as well. I was dealing with some people, and there was a controversy. There's a group I'm handling. They are teaching, and somebody was trying to define what they understand that we are going to provide data, and it was going outside the scope and everything. And I said, okay, since this is a good thing you're bringing up, but I'm sorry, it cannot happen in this cohort, but it's going to be lessons learned we are going to work on. Then the question came, so can you explain to us what you mean by lessons learned? I'm talking about efficient client communication. Man, I told him, okay, let me go to ChatGPT. I went to ChatGPT. I said, please explain to me in a concrete term, in a project that involved this number of people, that this thing was promised and this is how it was interpreted. And the organizers of the program promised that it can be resolved, but not in this set. And they are asking for explanation of lessons learned. Man, if you see what ChatGPT gave me, that is an evidence of concrete communication. I just tweaked it a bit. I'm sure the guy does not know that it's from ChatGPT. But if I want to answer the person, right, I might be tempted to say your father in Nigerian palace. You know, I know send your papa. You know how we used to talk. But because I was like patient enough to go to the AI tools to say, you can see now somehow it augments your reality, because at the end of the day, you're a human and you are likely to make mistakes as well. So we are going to be looking at project operation. I think this is similar to what the first person said. Managing operations is about managing resources. Resources can be money, resources can be human beings. Resources can equally be time. So these things are resources. When you are a manager, these are things that you don't have, because they're what they call objective function in engineering, and what they call constraints. Objective function, you know what you want, you know exactly but there's going to be constraints. You know how many variables that are going to be playing around. Number one is time, number two is money, and number three is people. You need to understand that. So you need to begin to realize that how can I use AI to manage these three resources, and begin to like break this thing down for understanding. Marketing outreach to promote my services. Do you know that somehow you can link your Google form and your English? I'm going to come to that. Guidelines to educate clients on financial best practices, contract document. I like this documentation. I've used it a lot. Okay. Currently using it in my company. I can tell you I am more efficient, automating repetitive tasks. Now, this is geared towards agents, but well, we're going to touch on part of it. See, this is from Okuchi, right? So, going forward, I'm a phone repairer technician and also um into sales mobile phones. I think into sales of mobile phone accessories and gadgets. My interest is to learn how to use AI in my business. Nice. Now I'm going to pay attention to this. Someone needs to. Okay. I'm going to tell you why I'm reading out all these things. Okay. This is from Chidera. And then I'm Petra. Nice. Now, this brings about, if I didn't take the pains to compile this thing, a lot of people might not know how diverse the people in the call will be. We think that we are only ones, only you waka come, but that is not. This is a very diverse, audience. This person is passionate about learning how AI to use, improving efficiency, creativity, and productivity in my work and daily life. Take notes. This person is a caterer, so you need to start asking yourself, okay, how can this all these questions will be answered though at the closing, as in towards the end. I'm going to keep this slide. Thank God I've already taken the best to develop this slide. And I'm going to be calling these people. And trust me, if they are still on the call, they will have to come back right? Towards the ending, their project will be about these things that are written here. I hope people do not just drop this thing for dropping sake. You see, I'm writing your names, okay? So, hey, Mole say who sent me? Yes, so your own is coming. Don't worry. I am currently I currently work as a production auditor, and I've finished first time. I've seen, sorry, seen first-hand experience of how data-driven business decisions from better business decisions from improving the process gap to increase. Well, I can interpret this as business decisions can be made more efficient, okay, using data. I'm excited to be part of this program, so as this will enable me to work smarter and be more efficient. Yes, I guarantee you, I'm going to call you back, and you know, you're going to this see, what we are building a story. Like I said, I am your tour guide. I am not a teacher, I'm not a mentor, I don't know, I'm not a professor in AI and everything. Okay, I'm like your tour guide, and you're going to see why. I believe these AI application tools will help me automate repetitive tasks. Yes, I believe that too. Analyze data faster and reduce my yeah, this is you can see that I had to even reduce the font size. So this is very interesting. Saving the difficult for the last. So I am working across several interconnected fields. Nice one. Product management, there's product management, program management, glory. Operations management, marketing management, community development, and business development. This is a company. These are not an individual. This is a company. Okay. My work focuses on building and scaling digital products, managing cross-functional team, driving marketing and operational efficiency, and business growth strategy. Boam. In my journey to become an expert, I am particularly interested in learning how AI can optimize decision making, user engagement, marketing automation, and what product innovation, operational intelligence. Nice one. That is not enough. Oh. That is not enough. We're going to here are some tools and AI applications that align with my role. For product management, Notion AI, Jira, Linear, product board, everything. So nice one. ChatGPT for product documentation, user pilots. I'm even seeing things I've never heard of before. So I'm here wondering why am I even teaching this course? But it's fine. God be the glory. Program and operation management, Asana AI, ClickUp Brain, Trello AI, Zapier, Airtable AI, and Power BI, workflow automation, and data-driven tracking. I like this. I like this. I cannot tell you some of these things are very strange to me. So, and I'm not afraid of saying it. Nobody will call police for me. So, marketing management, HubSpot, AI, Jasper, AI, ChatGPT, Midjourney, stuff like Shopify, SEO, Meta, Ads, AI, everything. So I think what we are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is the curriculum because I'm not sure if anybody are this responsive for yesterday. Judith, yes. This is from human. The person is here now. Malaya Bishop. Community management, cycle AI, this called BOT, social AI, type fully, and what's ChatGPT for engagement and content generation and member personalization. Business development, Apollo.io, ChatGPT, advanced data analytics, LinkedIn sales navigator, Salesforce STM and Tableau for lead generation and intelligent analysis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is yes, only one person, oh, Alan. This is a C curriculum. Yes, so this is curriculum. Now, I want to bring something to your notice, right? You see what I've just done. Okay, I did it for a purpose. Some people might be asking what's going on here. I did it for a purpose. Okay, why are we doing this? This is the answer. Here is why. This class is all about real life scenarios. See, I'm not here because at the end of the day, my thinking is that people that are here are people that are serious about their finances. They really want to improve. You could see the input people are putting here. They are not here to joke. They are not here to get certification or let it be one of those things to while away time. Okay, so it's real life. It's real. This is real. The hustle is real, and I need to let us know that AI can what I know. I need to let us know what AI can do, especially what you can make AI do. You see that third line? That is why you are here. I want to tell you what AI can do, especially what you can make AI do. You see, AI won't engage students and ask them to give an insight about their expectation. See, if I did not ask this question, I would not have this slide, for instance. This is one thing you need to expand your resume. So, okay, do you know what? Because AI is there for me, I can go and do something that as a human being might not be able to pull off. And guess what? I asked a general question. You understand? And guess what? I gathered it. I use AI tools as well. So you don't notice that AI has limitation. And that is where we are now. Until probably um I don't know when they are going to achieve their artificial general whatever, but for now we are living in 2025. This question I asked, there's no AI that will ask you. So that human creativity is still there. For those that are caterers, for those that are photographers and everything, God gave us power. This human being is the only one. That's why you call AI artificial. We have natural intelligence. So what we need to do is ability to use the natural intelligence to see how we can actually apply. So what I did was natural intelligence. Okay, people are using for this class. Common sense. What do they want? Ask them what they wanted. And when you get what they wanted, go back to AI and ask them, what do you think we can give to these people? Because if I wanted to do that on my own, I would not be able to do that. Guys, this is real. Apply it in everyday's life. You can see what they say. It's making a lot of people say making work more effective, making me deliver more and everything. How long do people think it took me to do this thing? It didn't take me much. But if I'm to do this before now, guys, man, it's going to be crazy. And at the end of the day, it won't be as impactful as it is. So right now, I am eccentric in my thinking because I now know that more things are even possible. You understand? So that is why I said what AI can do and what, especially, I think I should put this one in red, what you can make AI do. So what we have done is human active creativity, right? Human creativity. Yeah, I will not bring this idea. It's a very big, not 25 guys. No, yeah, I will do proposal. When you want, people know how to call violin and know surprise your girlfriend, throw roses on the floor and everything. Which AI that which we are not there yet. Though. We are not there yet. Okay. People have seen a lot of videos that came out recently about if Moses has an iPhone. They don't do pigeon version and everything. I don't know how many. Just raise your hand if you have seen something like that. Just thumbs up. If Moses has an iPhone, or if Joshua, they now started, if Joshua, if Daniel, they started telling Bible stories and all that. I don't know how many of you, if Joshua was a black or something like that. Yes, okay. Imole, Umba, Itibe. Good. Guess what? It is someone with a natural intelligence that came up with that idea. Can we do something with? But guys, everything you saw in that video, I'm sure that there are more than maybe 500 of those videos copy because the first person will bring out an idea, other people will follow. You understand? That very first person that thought about it, that's natural intelligence. But you see all those videos, none of them. Imagine if you had to go to Egypt because of this. You carry camera and go and shoot. I'm not addressing the video guy. You understand? All you need is your imaginative thinking. It's okay. How did you need to ask yourself a question? How did the idea of Moses having an iPhone even come to a human being's head? So there are different ways of thinking. Okay. Yeah, somebody say if Moses was in Nigeria. I have seen that too. Moses they speak pidgin English or all those kind of thing. I want you people to begin to be happy that there is still a place for the brain that you have. The one that I'm seeing now that is rain, Moses don't rain finish now. The one that I'm seeing now that rain, babies that are coming out from the wood talking in the hospitals, talking about how they come Nigeria, they are doing interview, the baby is responding. The baby that is still, a toddler. In fact, some of them have not even started. I don't know how many of if you have seen such videos, just raise your hand in this session as well. You have seen such video where baby is talking about things. Yes, okay, nice. I have seen it. Thank you. Yeah, we had yeah, yes. Yeah, we had the doctor. You have seen another one on parrots and everything. Guys, let me tell you what is happening now. The person that is doing this thing have seen that, man, there is no roof that is placed over creativity now. I can go haywire. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to dedicate a channel and just use prompt to develop series of video. All I need to do is to be more creative and imagine things because, guys, AI is now there for the guy. He does not have to carry camera and be moving around. There's one guy that is specializing in, of course, all of us know very dark man. There's one guy specializing in making baby very dark man. And if you see, if you see that stuff, it's very, very, very hilarious because you see a thick voice and a baby using the thick voice to talk with serious straight face. You understand? If somebody I say, hold on, this very dark man self, can't I even do it? See, very dark man exists on his own. Everybody knows the guy is very popular now, whether you like him or hate him. This is not a platform. What I'm trying to say is that somebody thought about the idea. So I want to ask all of you this question: Are you a developer? Are you or whatever? Are you creative? Focusing on the creative right now, because you're going to come the class. You're going to go to the corporate professional distance. What are you thinking? What do you think is stopping you? So something has come, okay, to release your powers. Let me talk like Odumeje. If you don't see it like that, you will lose. I am not joking. You understand? It means that something has come to release. I saw a wrestling match, boxing match between Billon and it's somebody that created that. How is it done? Should be your question. You understand? I've seen where Tinubu is dancing with P2B. There are those that I've not seen. You understand? And guess what? Let's be honest. Whether you like it or not, people are watching those things. And the person that is generating those ideas, right? And if the person's creativity is consistent, guess what happens to the person's page? The person's page will grow. You understand? And you know some of these people that are kind of generating this, they might not even be watching the videos. Yes, they are busy writing prompts. When they just watch it once and then they throw it in there. Think of the next thing to do. Guess what? When they see that a lot of eyeballs are attracted to that particular channel, whatever you call it, it could be account, it could be page, it could be anything. The thing is that it is going to be translated into what? There are ways this platform reward people that work on it. Now, please, the very important message in this particular slide I'm sharing now is because I'm just giving you examples. You can see what the human beings can make AI do. That is the important thing. You understand? Whether you are a product developer whether you are managing a team, whether you are managing a program, you can see, I'm going to show you what I am using even with these questions, right? Okay, now AI will not come in handy when I've collected, okay, AI will now, sorry, this is supposed to be will now, not will not. I'm going to correct it. So after collecting this information, AI will now come in because I have done the human part of it. See, this question I asked you people, is it AI that asked it? The answer is no. I have done that part now. I can collect it. AI can now come in handy when I've collected few responses, which will be used for what? Prompting. Now let us go to the prompting. Now, what does the organization use AI for? I'm going to talk about the prompting in a very, this is real. I want to make us understand. You could notice in this class, I'm not trying to define history of AI. It is left for those that are doing machine learning. Because if I talk about supervised, you see, this class is for non-coders. Nothing concerns us concerns support vector machine, artificial neural network, and everything. It's not like I don't know some of those things, but you can see I did not start this class with trying you how ones and zero, which I stated, it's none of your business. It's none of your business. We are here to use the AI tools and how they apply. That's tools and application. So I want to mention some of the design tasks. You see, if you look at this chart, there's a question. What does the organization use AI for? Now, I think the writing task and all that thing ranks highest as the one that AI did not really affect. But man, 63% is scary. I'm talking about something that used to be 100%. So let me even use the best case scenario in this case. 63% is scary. It's scary because we are talking about AI tools have had no impact on removing job roles. 63%. 19% is saying AI tools have minimal impact on removing certain job roles. Then when you're going to the red, AI tools had moderately, okay, moderate impact. Then when to go to the purple, you have significant. Then the blue on the right hand side, totally, total extinction. But guess what? Whether it is light, minimal, double, and everything, the question you need to ask yourself is, will this chart remain like this in 2026? Okay, you can see the listing. Um, Design task, language translation, automated data entry, scheduling, and calendar management. Now, as I'm calling this thing, you should equally be thinking about some of the things that you want to achieve. Recruitment and HR support, data analysis, running customer support chatbots, market research and insights, document classification and management, personalized marketing, cybersecurity, healthcare diagnostics, quality control, inventory management, financial analysis, predictive maintenance of fixed assets, legal research, supply chain optimization. Now you could see um, the best performer, like I said, is tax writing. Every other thing, half has been taken, whether it is moderate, whether it's extreme. What I'm showing you here is that next year, those colors on the right hand side will keep on growing backwards. The one on the left hand side, the green, will keep on shrinking. Okay. So, in which industry could AI do the most of the heavy lifting? This is another survey that was done. You can see high potential, high potential, high potential, high potential. Banking, insurance, software, and platform development, capital markets, energy, communication and media, retail, and health. So there's high potential, and then there's some of them that are low potential. Again, you can see, pay attention to high potential for automation. Just pay attention to that. Is it green or blue? I'll call it, I don't know, right? Okay, let's talk about AI impacting jobs. Some of the countries, global average, okay, um, there are respondents for 33 countries. We are asked whether AI will lead to many new jobs being created in the country. Some people say unlikely, you see. So there is a divided understanding around this. Okay. Now, having showed this, this is where we begin to get into the discussion. What's the time? Okay, this is 7:15, right? We still have more time. So now let me introduce, like I said, I don't want to discover AI is machine learning. Oh no, that's none of my business. So for us, I'm even going to go straight to the application because if you look at this, I want to show you the AI landscape so that you know where you fit in. So when you hear, sometimes it's good to have knowledge. You will hear that like a company sacked 5,000, 2,000. I've seen, I think Amazon was the latest. Like I think it's 3,000, 2,000. I can just Google it. I think it's 2,000 something. Amazon sacked Amazon Web Service. I think Microsoft Food, blah blah blah. Now, do you people think I want to tell you something that you don't know about this AI? Do you people think that when they sack for those jobs, what is even going on? Before I talk about even when they sack, what is going on is that there's a competition to reduce costs. Okay, there's a competition to reduce costs. So what happens is that if there are processes that can be automated, they are going to look for those that are doing those processes and remove them. Amazon sacked 30,000. No, Maxwell, easy now. 30,000. Okay? I don't know, Sha. I'm seeing 30,000. This one is scary. Oh. If there's like 30,000 people, how many people? Okay, well, someone should collaborate this and do fact checking. I don't know. Oh boy, easy. 30,000. Man. Okay, no problem. Let me continue first. So please, this pyramid, I want you to understand that it's sending a message. Okay, the message this pyramid is sending is pay attention. When you hear people are sacking people on jobs and everything, listen, they are trying to, in case you have not heard this before, they are trying to invest more money in the hardware. They are not trying to save the money because the race of the AI is in the hardware, in case people don't know. Now, if you are replacing human beings with algorithm, I want to ask you a question. Where do you people think the algorithm is running? If it is a computer program, if it is a machine learning model, right? It meaning that if you are starting, they want to expand their base in terms of model. You have seen ChatGPT, you have seen the likes of Gemini and all that from Google, right? Whether people like it or not, we are still talking about one and zero. We are still talking about computer. AI does not run on water. You understand? So you people will know that there is currently a race for investing in the hardware. DeepSeek became popular because um, they kind of figured out a way of making the processing this thing for the algorithm, the large language model and everything to be more efficient than what NVIDIA is doing with OpenAI. So there is a race. So the race is that you need to ask yourself, AI. Anytime you type something on ChatGPT, ladies and gentlemen, you are pulling up a server somewhere in the world though, to respond to you. It is not a magic, okay? Somebody dropped something on the chat. Recent report says Amazon is targeting up to 30,000 corporate shelf cuts. Okay, targeting. That is better. But so far, they have announced about 14,000 corporate offers.
You're muted, sir.
Okay, yeah, somebody brought more information that they are targeting up to 30,000. So Basso is still maintaining that they sacked 30,000. Anyway, anyhow, you can see that there is a 30,000 somewhere that their job is at risk, whether they will remove them or not. But you can see, nobody is going to wake up. So what I was trying to say is that when companies are removing people from jobs, what they are trying to do is to reinvest the money into the hardware that's going to run the AI, because the jobs are changing. If there's going to be automation of a process, there's going to be agents, AI agent running the process. That AI agent is a program, is a computer program. And computer program, whether you like it or not, later is going to be running on the server. Once and zero, still a computer. So there is a race for the computing power. That's what I'm trying to explain. So at the core of the AI, you understand, is the hardware. That is why you see a lot of people. The investment people are doing now is to invest more in the hardware. Then after the hardware, you see on top of how they have the models. Now there are layers to this, right? Microsoft might not care about the GPUs. GPUs, graphics processing units, just like we have CPU, central processing unit. Graphics was originally built for games, but they've seen that it is powerful, and that's what they're using for AI now. So they're now building more processors too. If those processors are not as fast as they are, there will be no AI. Remember, the people that are pushing this AI, they are not the first that came up with the idea of AI. The AI died before because the computing, what they wanted the brain of the computer to do, you understand? The computing power of them was then. When we talk about back propagation, when you run one program, it crashes the system. So that's how they. But some things have happened. Two things actually. The computing power of the system was being improved. We have to move from Pentium to what we even call Core i7, Core i5, and all that today. I'm just using Intel's as an example. Let us see what we're talking about. Talk about data transfer. We move from Edge to 2G to 2G LTE, which is 4G. I'm not talking about 5G, and there's a research for 6G. Also, these two things, okay, has created the idea of you can run certain things in internet, provided the idea of cloud. That's why a lot of things can run in the cloud today, including some of the AI engines. So what happens is that people now build what they call models. GPT is actually a model. Okay. So I think GPT derivative transform GPT, something transformer. Can't remember, but that's not. Remember, we are not trying to do core machine learning here. So there are algorithms, because if I start talking about those ones, I will lose the people in this class. Just know it that the thing, that whole thing that is making these videos and everything, this thing is actually built on models, right? Now, those models, because people don't have money to do the research, listen, follow this my story. People don't have research. For instance, OpenAI, for instance, when they started, Elon Musk was there, Sam Altman was there, and a bunch of people. The reason why they entered was because Google was actually monopolizing the market in terms of data and algorithms. So that's why they called it Open AI. So Google was like leading in this whole thing. Well, but their own was kind of concealed. So Elon Musk and everything. Elon Musk believes in open everything. That's why he bought Twitter for free speech and stuff like that. So they created the open AI. Now, what is different between what Google was doing and what Elon Musk was doing is just the word open source. Open source simply means you are building something, you make people can contribute to it and all that. That's why the original name was open AI. But you see open today, the answer is no, sure. And that was why Elon Musk left, because that was not the original plan. Elon Musk left at the point where Microsoft was trying to invest $10 billion to the whole thing. Now, what do I mean? Let me come to the $10 billion. Not everybody has the money to pursue that research, to get the best brain in the world in MIT, in Harvard, in NIIT from India, and all those kind of things. So, few people played in that, right? Just like the people that are developing the models, don't have money to go and compete the likes of IBM, the likes of Intel, the like of Nvidia that are providing the hardware, right? You can't see Microsoft trying to build a GPU. That is none of their business. But Microsoft invested what? $10 billion on OpenAI. That is their business. The model. What they are investing is the research that will lead to the model, the large language model, LLM. That's what they call it. So what they do is that when you get the large language, come on, give me a hardware, make I install the thing runner. I'm not interested in building the hardware. So you understand how this thing fits in. Then when people notice that only few people can play in the model layer, they kind of say, okay, do you know what? I can integrate. Okay. So that platform is a platform where developers can what? Buy license. Example, ladies and gentlemen, you see, there are thousands of AI applications today. AI can do this, AI can do that, AI can do that. Guys, let me tell you the truth. Those people are not the ones that they are buying the model. So if I get access to large language model, I can decide to apply it in agriculture and build my own agricultural AI product. I can build a banking AI product. I can build an entertainment AI product. I can build, so there is a core model that is running on this thing. So there are people that, okay, they want to play in the area of integration. That's the platform. These are the developers, they can actually plug in and everything. So they are going to help a lot of nations build tools. So those tools you see are referred to as applications. So if you see how this whole thing is, you understand. Ladies and gentlemen, now that application that we're interested in, I have to just give us background. We are not interested in who builds whatever. We are not interested in who is researching on the whether it is a convolutional neural network or deep learning or this. We are not interested. We are not even interested in integrating it into an app. What we are interested in this class, those that have built their own finish, how we go take use them so that you people understand the different cohort, the different tracks in um, CodeCamp 5X. You understand? That's why that is highlighted in red. I don't want to go to the see. Of course, government will always come in, so none of my business as well. They will come and see ethics. But the one you can do, you don't use somebody's picture and probably produce something, blah blah blah. That's fine. It's okay. No wahala. That's but guys, I am not here to define AI or go to anything. What I'm trying to tell you is that we are here to play in this particular one I highlighted the red application and users products. Which product is going to be used for all the things I mentioned for the photographer, for the product designer, program manager, product manager, and all that. You understand? So I will just give you examples, okay? So you guys need to understand the AI landscape and where specifically we are playing. People that are here are not developers, right? People that are here are simply to use applications that have already been developed in the whole ecosystem. So, closing in today, we are going to have, I'm going to do some, for us to interact, right? For this first task, this is what I have done. This is an example of a prompt, okay? Prompt is simply, even though people call it this thing, the prompt is just chatting. I don't like using big grammar. Okay. As far as I deliver perfectly well in what I am doing, I can use prompt to do that. You understand? So, guys, your tool, your coding language, your programming language in this particular cohort is prompt. Write it down. Yeah, you go prompt. All we need to do is how to know different ways we can organize the prompt to get exactly what we want so that we can be effective in our job. So look at what I have done. This is practical. You can see what I've done. The first 5 people that sent in this thing, you can see the first, I've read it before. I don't need to repeat it again. My goal is to design. Now look at what I did. I added a paragraph. Okay. The following were interests and expectations submitted by learners who enroll for AI training program, which will be okay. This will focus on AI tools and application. I just put it bang, 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 bang. I did not contribute anything there. Then at the end, please use these entries and advise on comprehensive approach that could be adopted in training to meet these expectations. Now you can see I am not here claiming that I know everything. I'm here to demonstrate to you that you can do it. I'm here to demonstrate to you what you can make AI do. So at the end of the day, you understand, the objective and the expectation would have been met when I am able to influence you, not really teaching. That's why I say I am a tour guide. You understand? Not really like, oh, this guy is a professional AI. No, I am not. You know, I'm glad this call is recorded. I am not. Okay. So now, this first task now is that I'm going to drop this thing on the chat now. Okay. I'm going to do um or should I do an update because some people submitted late? Okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Okay, I'm going to show you something before the time runs out. The assignment is I want us to use this prompt and generate response that will be discussed in the first class. Now, we are going to be discussing it in the second class because some people joined, I saw some people join the track later. Okay, so you have to add me, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, specifically, I want all of us to use ChatGPT. That's going to be, don't send anything to me, don't submit anything. The submission is adding me, and I'm going to show you here how to do that. And I'm going to drop my email address. If you don't add me to your this thing, sorry, you are not part of this class. So you have to add me to the project. I'm going to show you how to download the project, okay, on ChatGPT, okay, and then ChatGPT on ChatGPT. Okay, sorry, I think there's a submit the response late after the first class for grading. What will be your first task? So let me show you something. I think I can see some answers already. Just hold on a minute. Okay. Um, I've not started teaching ChatGPT, but I just want to show you something. Okay. Now, okay, just give it a minute. Now, so this is ChatGPT. Okay. Can I zoom this thing? Okay, yeah, you can zoom. So now look at this left-hand panel here. This is the when I say add me to the project, this is the program. So don't come here and start typing anything. We are going to do all these things later.
I'm not
Just
seeing
click
your
on
screen,
this.
sir.
You cannot see my screen.
The chat GPT you're talking about, sir.
Hold on. Let me share again. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can, sir.
Hello? Hello? So
We
what I'm
can.
saying is this is yeah, when you go to your chat, this is what you are going to see. I look at this left. If you have never used this place before, I'm going to show you are using it for the first time. So click on projects. Okay, I want you to create a project. This time I don't want you to just come here and start typing. Click on a project, give the project a name. Okay, and the name you are going to give the project is your name. Please, the name we are going to use to the name will be in your certificate and all that, your name, because that's what we're going to use. I'm going to use artificial intelligence also to kind of match the name with what you are, whatever you are registered. Okay. More like which one do you think we should use? Is it the name or email address for the name of this project?
The name, sir.
Okay, so guys, use your name, right? You can see how this thing is making life easy for me. If you use your name, okay, example, this is me. Let me use my own name. I'm going to call it Lawrence. Okay, this task is very easy. Okay, this is what I want you to do. You create it, then click on create project. Now see what is going to happen. Okay.
Sorry, sir. Please, can you go over the place you saw the project? I didn't see, I can't see where to find the project you clicked on.
Okay. If you come
Thank you.
to, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
So if you come to ChatGPT, you see this thing in the left hand side here. Be where all your chats is. Have you seen it?
Yes,
This
sir, I
place.
can see them. Yes,
Now
sir.
there you will see projects. You see projects.
Okay.
Yes, you click on
I've
new
seen it.
project. Uh-huh. Give it your name. Okay.
Okay.
Give it your name. So I
Okay.
said, uh-huh. What I did, let me go back to the slide. Let me share the slide again. What I did, what I did was I am going to share, I'm sharing the slide now. So I'm going to share this whole thing. Okay. What you need to do now is, since I did this thing, new people have joined the chat. So they've dropped their own, which I shared in this slide. So you can expand it. Look at this thing I did. So let me just copy this thing and drop it in the chat so that I can modify it. I don't want to give you something that is like that difficult. Okay. Hold on. You're going to see something in the chat session now. So check the chat. I've dropped it there. So try and see if you could modify.
I can't see it in my own chat here. Can't see it in the chat here.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm going to divide it into three. You can copy it and merge it.
Okay.
I
Seeing
think
it
you should
now.
start seeing them by now.
Yes.
So I'm giving you an example of what I just did by just people coming to introduce themselves on the chat. What I did, like I said, like I've seen that this thing is giving me so much power, right? That I can do anything I want. You can see what I'm going to come up with, even to kind of have a direction for this class so that I will be more efficient and kind of channel my teaching to meet people's expectation was not possible before now. But right now it's possible. If I try to do this thing maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I will have headache, I will have migraine. That's what I'm trying to say. This is practical. I'm sharing this with you. So I'm going to go back. Let me stop sharing. I'm going to go back to the chat GPT. What you see here is that I want you to use that, right? And then that's the first thing I want us to do. Nothing. Hold on, just give me a minute. Okay, let me share my slide again. Okay, so what you are looking at is like, see, I've already named this product. So when you share with me, this is the name I'm going to see. And I'm going to record. That's what I'm trying to say. Automatically, you might be wondering how will I know? If you know share with me and I know do the task. You can see how technology makes things just easy. I will not just bother myself. You understand? That was my first task. Share it with me. Create a because I don't want you to just type a chat. First of all, I want to test if you can. So now, when you have a project like this, okay, I want you to do something. Can everybody see the screen? Imole, can you see the screen? I want to confirm.
Yes, I
Can
can.
you see the screen?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, I
if
can
you are
see
doing
it.
a if you
Yes,
are doing
ma'am.
a
I can.
yes, if you are doing a project, right? What special thing do you think is here? If you look very well in what I'm sharing, you see add files. Okay, you see add files. Can you see it?
Yes, sir, by the side. Yes.
Yeah, so advice is not there. If you check the other one you have been using, the normal ChatGPT, it's not there. So what I want you to do is that this whatever bring okay the whole thing, go to the Discord now because I want this thing to be interactive. Pick everything people have said there, line it up, store it in a Microsoft Word document or a PDF or whatever you can use to store it, right? And use this add file. If you click on this add file, okay, you're going to what? Add the document here, upload the document here. Then after uploading the document, okay, look at it now. If you click here now, it's going to ask you, if you see normal, I'm going to look for document, blah, blah, blah. Upload the document because this document is going to help you with the prompt you're going to write here. And in the prompt, you're going to say, refer to the document I just added. These are students that are going to take this thing. How can we tell? Let me just drop that one. I know I have some errors there, but let me just still drop it in the chat. You know, okay, no, it's there already because if you check the first chat and last, you see what I added at the beginning and what I added at the end. So what I want you to do is that you are going to, this number one, number two is going to be on a separate file. Okay. Then the first and the last paragraph, okay, I'm going to share it again, is what is going to be here in the prompt. Now, ask it to refer to the file that you uploaded and use the content of the file to develop this thing. When you are done, okay, let me just type a chat here. What is AI? Example. Now, this definition of AI will be added to this project called Lawrence Akugbe. You understand? Not going to be here. These are all the normal chat GPTs I've been doing over the years. Now you will see if you go to this place now, AI blah 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 stands for artificial intelligence, the simulation of human intelligence, da 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 da. Now, okay, this is what I want you people to do. Follow. This is the last part of the instruction. This is 8:20. I have just 10 minutes to go. Please, I want somebody to confirm that you can see share here. Can you see share?
Yes, I can.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Everybody, this is how you are going to submit. This is how you are going to submit. Click on share and add my email address. That's all. Whatever you do in this particular project, I will see it and you'll be graded. That is all you need to do. That is the starting point. That's where we are going to draw the curtain today. I'm going to drop my email address right now on the chat. I'm going to equally drop it in the Discord channel. My email address that I'm going to be using is Lawrence@gmail.com. You're going to get your grades when you do that. Please, can someone confirm that my email is in the chat session of the Zoom? All right. All right, ladies and
Yes, sir.
gentlemen, we have not started though. This is just this is just let's test this thing. So this is exactly 8:19. See you guys on. Let me share the. Let me stop sharing and share the timetable again. So Okay, so this is the timetable, guys. Very easy to remember. We are going to be having this on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, 7 to 8:30. You can see I am trying to round up before 8:30. So this is our class. Thank you very much for joining. When is our assignment due? The assignment is due please submit it before Saturday, Friday 12:59. Mole, you have something to say?
Yes, sir. All assignments will be submitted via the LMS. So I want them to take note of that.
For this particular, don't worry, we're going to talk about how we can kind of harmonize. Let them share with me first, and then if there's a further instruction, probably they might have to. Is the possibility of adding a link to the LMS?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
We are going to give that instruction. So because of time, I want to ensure that I end this call before 8:25. So I can give further instruction on Thursday. All right. Any other thing? Is there anything on the chat? Stop sharing. Okay. Thank you so much for joining the class. I really appreciate. This is a journey that we are going to be having. Is worth it. At least it's going to be expository. Nothing. We are not building anything. For those that are thinking that you need to be a developer, no. This particular cohort, let the assignment be dropped on Discord too. No problem. It's fine. We can give you some tips there as well. That's not a problem, Cynthia. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I'm all over to you. I think we are done.
All right. Thank you, everyone. It's so nice having everyone here. It's been an insightful session. So yes, we'll meet again on Thursday, same time, same link. So you can go to this